YouTube audience, welcome back to another video. If you're watching this on YouTube right now, please, as always, to remember to like and subscribe at the end of the video if you do enjoy it, or you can do it halfway through. I don't mind, just slap it whenever you want. Quick introduction tonight. It's going to be the Battle for Carentan. It's an ongoing campaign event. I'm going to let Yazoo, there's going to be a fade, and he's going to explain like the rules and premise for tonight, and I'll see you at the end of the video. Bye, YouTube. The Americans have an order to raid the temporary headquarters of the German Defense Force. French resistance have discovered that there is an important German radio station containing an Enigma machine plus codes in the railway station. If the Allies manage to capture the codes on the Enigma machine, they can get access to valuable information regarding to German plans for the defense of Carentan. When this information is acquired, the Allied commander will have to decide on the course of action. The bridges need to be destroyed in order to deny German reinforcements access to the city of Carentan, but the order in which they are destroyed is up to the Allied commander. The Germans will have a platoon guarding the railway station. The station was the temporary headquarters of the German Defense Force and therefore still holds on to intel. This intel shows that there are German reinforcements on their way to reinforce the city. The Germans need these reinforcements to get a fourth spawn wave in the next event. When the Germans have lost their temporary headquarters, the first objective, the Germans can then make one counterattack when they lose the point. If this fails, they will lose the counterattack and fall back towards the bridges, the second objectives. So that's kind of like the premise and the little blurb for tonight's story and a build up to what's happening. The objectives. Pretty simple. German objectives: defend the railway station with a supply hub and defend the important information, and then defend the three bridges to secure German reinforcements in the Battle of the City. The Allied objectives: paratroop in enemy territory, raid the railway station to secure intel about the next objective, capture and hold the three bridges to secure no German reinforcements in the battle for the city. The assets: there are 9 German and 9 Allied extra assets for tonight. Consequences. Okay, what are the consequences? The consequences: Germans, if the Germans hold the bridges, they will get extra spawn wave for the final battle. The Allies, if the Allies secure the bridges, they will deny the German reinforcements for the final battle. Okay, that's pretty good. And the map for tonight, I'll show you this quickly on stream. Wait, there's no valuable information, is there? No. This is the battle tonight. You can see the first objective here in red, and they're the bridges here. So the Germans need to defend this, then they need to defend this. The Allies are coming in. And the blue zone, if you're wondering, that's out of bounds. You're not allowed to go into the blue zone to keep the combat and the action, central, and make sure the event don't go on for like 2 hours. That is the event tonight. I'm looking forward to it. I haven't cast a one life event since before Christmas, especially using the Realism mod. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Let's get on to the match, shall we? But never mind that. Let's stop talking about that and let's talk about tonight's event. The event is live, YouTube. I hope the previous little bit where I talked about the event, explained things, is the battle for Carentan tonight, and this is actually the Encirclement of Carentan. I went over the rules of what they were. Let's just quickly talk about the teams tonight. So on the Allied side, we have the PIB, the BR1, and I think that's it for the Allies. And over on the Axis, we have the Partisans, the 193rd GIR, the 5th GB Division. I've got a couple of Partisans members in there as well on the German side, and I think I named everyone there. I'm sorry if I missed out your clan, but those are the teams taking part in tonight's One Life Realism event. It's the first time I'm seeing the Scriptum Realism mod in use as well after the armor overhaul. So it's really interesting to see the Realism mod come back. It's such a great mod. And you can see the Allied paratroopers, the massive wave of paratroopers on their way to begin their infiltration of Carentan. Accomplished our objectives tonight. You just see the glimmer of their paratroops, the parachutes. Look at that, man. Look at that night. It's a shame they haven't got the spotlights. Because there are, I think it's the shifting sands. They've created spotlights where you can move and shine big lights. Be cool if they had those in the Realism mod. So as you can see, we're playing on a nighttime version of Carentan. This is custom made with the Realism mod. And the One Life guide. I've got a cat hair in my mouth. So you can see it's a custom nighttime map, but it's not completely dark, and the streets are all lit up with these lights. And last time I checked, you can actually destroy these lights. You can shoot out the light bulbs. I got a cat hair, man. And I believe that is still the case. So just to make this easier for myself, I'm going to leave the defender names on for now just so I can see. Oh, actually, there's a 5-minute delay. I don't need to hide names at all tonight. We've got a 5-minute delay on the stream, so I can leave the name tags open for the most point. See an MG34 here. Oh, no, sorry, that's a 42. I always get them confused. That's a 42. And the 5th GB firing out there into the fields, the countryside. That's a BR1. And the Alliance, the PIB, begin their infiltration of the town. This is kind of, the event tonight kind of reminds me of a... Medal of Honor kind of vibe, if you feel like an early Medal of Honor PS1 game. So anyone remember the early Medal of Honor? The game was actually directed by Steven Spielberg. Fucking amazing. Before like games were even like a big thing, but the early PS1 Medal of Honor was directed by Steven Spielberg himself. And all the missions in that were so cool. I can remember one of my favorite missions was you have to infiltrate like a German factory. You have to get like a passport. You have like a silenced pistol and everything. You have to show your passport to the guards as you try to infiltrate like this German, I think it's a train station. You have to get on like a factory. Then you have to like infiltrate a train station, board a train. What a great game the PS1 Medal of Honors was. Such a shame EA did what EA does. I love the Medal of Honor games. Not to mention also the PS2 games, the Medal of Honor game. What was it? Was it Medal of Honor Frontline, where the first mission was Utah, and it was like, again, directed by Spielberg. Hilarious. And then you had Medal of Honor Rising Storm, where the first mission was Pearl Harbor, and you're trying to like survive on your boat and shoot down the Japanese planes and stuff. God damn. What happened to the Medal of Honor series? EA, man. Why did they have to ruin everything that's great? Anyway, enough talking about other games. We're talking about Postscriptum tonight. Yeah. So this is my first One Life event that I'm casting this year. I haven't cast a One Life event for over a month now, but definitely before Christmas. And as always, you know how One Life events go. They tend to be a little bit slower in action. There's a lot of build-up as the teams get into position. They try to spot each other. They scout, they flank, they take their time. They don't just rush in because, hey, it's a One Life event. You rush in, you lose your life. You have to wait 20 minutes before you can respawn. But when action does get going, there'll be like a big burst of it where you'll have squads trying to flank in each other, push on each other, tactics being used. Shoot the light.
Lead us away.
All right.
You get the 193rd GIR here. Oh.
We're leaving the MG.
I'm hoping that I don't crash. I had a few crashes when I tried to join the server tonight. Unreal Engine kept crashing. Managed to get it fixed. I'm hoping the game stays smoother tonight. I just realized this is going to be really hard to see anything on stream. I'm hoping it's not too dark. I'll try get as close to the action as possible so you can actually see things. Especially for the YouTube audience. I'll try get as close as possible so you can actually see what's happening. I wonder what this memorial is for. World War One, maybe?
Hagamon, take up this building here, your immediate right, 22nd story facing south.
The thing I like about the Chapter 3 maps as well is the improvement to graphical details. The graphical detail improvements. That's one thing I do like about the Chapter 3 maps. There's a lot more interest. There's a lot more attention to detail. I still wish more buildings. I know Chapter 3 adds more interiors to buildings. I still wish we, in the future, would have it so most buildings have interiors of some kinds. And also, definitely, you can go into every single building. No buildings locked. Which is actually on Chapter 3 maps, you can actually get into most buildings. If I just go down the street, you can see every single building on the street. This one here, you can actually get into. It would be just cool if they had interiors as well, you know? Make it more alive. What are we looking at, man? What are we looking at, boys? What are we looking at? What are we looking at? What are we looking at over here? Sheesh. Sheesh.
Garbage, any word on any movement through chat?
No, it's been silent for quite some time. So either the radio man is dead or there's nothing to report.
Oh, look at this little backyard area here.
You ever check in with them, make sure they're okay?
Look at this. Look how cool this is. Man, I bet this is a real nice place in real life. I bet this is a super nice... Actually, it probably isn't anymore. Let's face it. This is probably like a dirty back alley now with like bins and cars and stuff. Bang.
I can see shit.
I can see shit. Yeah, welcome to Night Maps.
Okay, partisans are okay.
Let's head over to the German commander and see how they're doing in the train station. See if we can spot them. For some reason my map isn't working, I can't zoom in. Okay, so they're spread out pretty wide here, the partisan members. Got themselves into key positions. They're not gathering up too much. They want to stay spaced. Martin. Damn, look at that, man. That was creepy. I just like move along the window and this is just a guy with a gun, just like, yo. Jag Header, fucking magic. My name is Magic. Your name is Magic? Grats. GG. Magnus? So that means magic? Okay. Does it mean magic in German or something? Oh, you stay still. We want to see your face. There we go. He's got no eyelashes or eyebrows. Oh, we might be having our first little bit of contact over here. So, yep, you can hear the machine guns have just started. As the 193rd are holding on to their position here, they've got a MG34 firing away into the bush lines as the Allied squadron has moved onto their position. Got a rifleman with them as well. Aragon.
There's two on more.
As the MG42 got himself into a nice nestled position right behind this wall, able to spray down both corridors. That was a bad grenade. And a return grenade there by the Allies.
Yeah, same.
He's crawling, he's crawling.
Oh, you can just saw the bullets splash up there.
I got him, but I got him. Cut. One.
He's crawling yet.
Crawling, run, crawling. I'm loaded.
Hello, dude.
healing myself.
Hi, 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 hi.
Nate.
Big nade goes out. Maxson
Get inside, get inside.
falls back. Second grenade almost takes them out. So the Allies are doing a good job pushing back the MG little squadron there. Ark is doing his best to try and get Will Brando back on his feet. Just got the air knocked out of him. That's all it is. Just winded. That's all it is. Let's have a look at Mike Bluestars. Mike Bluestar was slowly pushing forward on the little flank here. But you could hear the communications between Maxon and Aragon.
Fucking hell, I can't see shit.
Aragon. There we go. Aragon and Maxon. You heard the communication from them. They was listening with their ears. They've got those gaming headsets. They could tell when someone was moving, crawling along the ground, moving through bushes. Head further. What would this be? West? East? As we've got another MG position in a
If you can.
positioned in a very interesting. Okay, never mind. He's gone.
Well, rip slinger.
Yep, rip.
Okay, please advise that we are engaging forces to our south, but we are.
He was very brave to put himself on a rooftop. I think that was a very brave thing for him to do there. But hey, it almost worked out for him. Let's zoom back over here. As the PIB squadron are trying to push in here to the 193rd. A little bit of a team kill there. As Kirk takes down Grant, shot through the dark. It's hard to see who's who. And Duck's troop was able to then just to finish off Kirk. Kirk probably kick himself here. As the PIB are pushing on this angle, putting pressure on the 193rd. Just open up the map, but you can see the rotations coming in. We've got 3 squadrons moving in, or 3 squads, should I say, moving in for the Allies. One going up in the center, one further towards the east, southeast, and one wrapping around towards the western side, wrapping to north.
Squad, you are the only one left.
We're all dead. We're all dead here. We're all dead here.
Yes.
Which way is the closest ally squad?
On the point.
On the point. All right.
How did Dutch troop get in? I mean, this is the advantage of dark maps. I hate dark maps. How did he get into this position? Just slowly creeping around, using the shadows. As Aragon now, he falls back. He's heading back towards the train station. So we've already got the center has been pushed open by the PIB allied troop there. And I feel so bad for the MG, man. He just got absolutely clapped. I mean, he did put himself in a very precarious position, right? Like, it wasn't going to last too long for him. And let's go on board Aragon and see what message he has.
Here you go on the first floor. Get up.
All right. I can't fucking see anything. Let me try to get inside.
Come on. Wait.
Can he
Take your
not?
head. Come on. Take your
I'm hurt. I'm hurt. I can't see shit. Oh my god. Where am I? I'll see here.
Oh, Aragon.
Warte.
He's suffering a little bit, man. Is it really that bad for him? He's just sat in the building.
193 wurde aufgerichtet.
Look at him.
Südlich.
There you go. Yeah, so just look out the window. You might not be able to see much, but
Das heißt, Gegner wird
it's
entweder
probably from that grenade. You know, he took a little bit of shrapnel to the face. Maybe, you know, got blood on his face. Maybe cut open his eyes a little bit. You know, poor guy. Poor guy. Give him a purple heart or whatever the German equivalent was.
meine Tripflares in dem Gebiet. Ihr könnt euch vielleicht in das große Gebäude hier setzen. Da habt ihr Überblick. Könnt auch nach Südwesten gucken.
Großes Gebäude, gehen wir rein, alles klar.
Look at this, man. It looks so good, though, with the...
Hast du an Lies weitergeben? Das
Carentan
Bild
looks
von
so
Norden
good.
hin
I'm
so rein.
surprised Periscope hasn't made a night version of Carentan, an official night version of Carentan. It would be so good for them to do.
Gegner südlich.
They really do need to do an official version of Carentan. Where it's at night.
Freiwolf.
Da ist auch ein langer Weg. Gehst du hier rein? Alles klar? Ich geh mal ein Fenster rein.
Passt, hab ich gegeben.
Okay, let's just get back up into the air, look at the map and how things are progressing. So you can see the remains of the 193rd, Aragon, the only survivor, and his eyesight isn't the best anymore. Retreated back towards the train station. There's a large squad of Partisans defenders spread out in various holdouts around the train station, making sure the Allies don't get any access to the valuable info inside the Enigma machine and the codes to access it. The Allies, multiple squadrons flanking from different directions. You've got one flanking all the way to the east, one going around to the west. Then we've got one further south, still holed up by that outer squadron of the 5th GB division. As the 5th GB over here losing their MG, they have slowly been falling back. Again, I tell you, these one life events, there's a lot of action, and then you get moments like this. There's a pause, build up again as the teams get into position. Say, wait, let's just hang around with the Partisans because we can actually hear them talking, even though it's German. Just to our German viewers, who shout out to my German viewers. You're my second biggest audience on YouTube and also Twitch. To my British audience, the fuck, man? You're third. Americans are top, which is understandable. But German viewers now make up my second most on YouTube and Twitch. And the French are catching up in fourth. Britain, what's going on? Is it because I keep insulting our shitty country? I mean, it's the truth. Although I'd rather live here than Germany, to be fair. I'm sorry, Germans. I'd rather live in the UK than Germany. Cry wolf? Is he crying wolf?
So, ganzer Trupp westlich auf D594 West unserer Position.
I wish I could understand what they're saying. I wish I understood. Or is it Dutch? I forget. Partisans German? They're German. They're German.
D594 bei den Gebäuden, so verstanden.
Ja, genau. Die formieren sich gerade dort.
Let's face it, Dutch and German's the same anyway. The Netherlands is just little Germany.
Komm mal mit.
It's like the little brother of Germany, who's cooler.
Da ist ein Fenster, kann ich durchgucken. Sie sind weg. Gehst du an die Kante?
How's Aragon doing?
Schaust dann zu dem Gebäude.
He's a little bit lost.
Schau da einfach da.
Nördlich?
Da kommen sie. Ja, komm jetzt noch. Südlich der gleichen. Südlich der gleichen.
So verstanden.
Geh nicht zu weit vor.
Does he realize he's in a cupboard? Oh, he's got his torch. There he goes. There you go. Now you can see. Oh no, that's a corner again.
Atrea. 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 Don't like me.
Sorry.
I feel so bad for him. You can see the 5th GB division, they've retreated back now. They've probably been given orders to fall back from their position and strengthen the train station. So, something as everyone who watches these on YouTube probably knows at this point, communication between squads, only the radio man can communicate between the other squads. There is no squad chat, there is no command chat. Well, there is a command chat, but only radio man, and the commander, even he has to communicate through a other radio man.
Direkt im Scheinwerferlicht. Hört?
How's Aragon? Has he found his way out the cupboard? Yeah, there he goes.
Wer?
I feel like he's going to be the first one to get shot as
So,
well.
ja, meine Kinder sind gerade heim.
I feel like he's going to be the first one to go down again. Or he'll survive,
Partisans of our current
and then he'll lose his hearing as well. He'll be blind and deaf.
and ask if they would like us to engage.
Ooh, ooh. Oh, there you go. Aragon must be able to see because he's putting a few shots to. Oh, mate, yeah, there we go.
Ich krieg runter. Das Fenster ist verloren, glaube ich.
I literally said
Junge hat's erwischt.
he's probably going to be the first one to go down. I feel so bad.
Medic?
Med. I don't think a medic's going to save him. But we had a little bit of action again as Aragon, the only casualty. It's like someone punched him in the chest and he just completely just collapsed. He just folded. Poor guy. As the 4-man 5th GB division now are holding up across the railway track. Got themselves in a good position here. If they can hold both areas of the track and make it harder for the Allies to push in, the Allies will have to break through cover at some point.
Jetzt muss ich pissen, Alter.
Where's Ada? Let's see if we can find that American machine gun. The 30. It sounds like a 30 cal Browning firing down the street. It was. He's under fire though. Having to move now to cover PIB, Bopac, and Kermet. They're being suppressed a little bit, but nevertheless, they are taking the attention of the German defenders. You can see Fritz from the 5th GB. He's also fallen down now. They need the Axis really need to get a medic on scene here. If they have one, they might have lost their medics. Why are the American binoculars so much bigger than everyone else's binoculars? Why? 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 Okay, let's go on board the Allied forces here as they push forward through the back gardens of this French town of Carentan, one by one. Never know which wall you jump over might reveal your position. Might stumble upon your enemy. I love how they're stopping. They're like stop and cover. One person goes while one stops, and then the next person who goes forward will stop and cover, allowing for the rest to push forward. See? Like that. Stop and cover. Dutch and German are not the same. Sure. They sound the same to me. Okay, let's get back up in the air. See what's happening. What's happening on the ground? We've got the BR1, one squad of 4 moving in on the flank there. You can see a little bit of an encirclement trying to happen for the Allies. You've got the PIB further up the rail track. The roads are pushed down to some nearby roads nearer to the train track. We've got the BR1 squads pushing in from the eastern side, moving up into squads of 4. Is that squads of 4? We've got a squad of 4s, 5, and 3. Moving to get into position. collapse and encircle upon them. We've got a BR1 squad a little bit further back. They're being a bit more cautious, pushing forward. It's going to be down to now mostly the partisan defenders. We've got a couple of 5th GEB members alive. And we've got Aragon. He's back on his feet. God bless him. I wonder if you can see now.
We can't cross us.
He can see, and immediately he goes back to the window he got killed in.
Ja, ja.
Rüberkriecht. Nicht einfach rennen.
Aragon, come on, we're rooting for you, man. You've got your eyesight back.
Ja, ich sehe.
As you can see, the infiltration here from the BR1 squadron on the other side. So slowly creeping through the backyards. PIB are doing a good job though here on the north. The machine gun fire, the suppressive rifle fire they're putting down range is actually managing to get a few kills here and there. You can see Fuchs going down, Gorbanch and Fritz have all gone down from the 5th GEB and also Aragon, but luckily a medic was able to tend to his injuries. But a lot of suppressive fire is actually doing considerable work here from the PIB. It's allowing BR1 to move in uncontested on the other flank. Getting very close into position. If they can get a little bit closer without revealing their positions, it's going to really put the defenders of Partisan under a lot of pressure. And that pressure would maybe help the PIB squadrons on the other flanks to push even closer at that point. I think it's going to be Livingston, Nibra, was it Resistal and Cave? They're going to be the first ones to meet some contact here. Look at that, man. Literally on the other side of a wall. And there goes the first shot. Livingston, I think that was firing the first shot.
Der war ziemlich close.
Hast du einen gesehen, oder?
Von wo? Nein, gesehen habe ich nicht.
M-Rock's Jury. Crips. Hearing the shots, hearing them close by. And look at this, man. Literally on the other side of a building to each other. On the other side of a wall.
Die sind hinter unserem Haus, wo die Leiter ist. Hier unten bei mir.
Livingston gets down there. They didn't check the nearby ruins. And that's where the 3-man Partisan defensive squad were lingering. I'm honestly surprised no one heard anything sooner. Those footsteps were so loud. But nevertheless, the BL1 on the flank did damage. Dan and Aragon, I believe they were both taken out by Livingston, maybe even Wood there. So now the BL1 on the flank have taken the German defenders by surprise, and they're completely surrounded. Look at this. If we just zoom out, you can see the red names starting to encircle and collapse on every single approach, putting a lot of pressure on the Germans. Can the Germans hold out? Can they bottle down? Time will tell. As the BR1 squad here has gone pretty quiet for time being, knowing there's actually German defenders literally on the other side of the wall to them.
Sandy, selbstständig gucken, ob du zu Wood kommst. Geh mal zur Adria.
Ja, eine Sekunde.
Look at this. It's just yards apart. Yards apart.
Wo ist Wood? Ach, der ist komplett tot.
It'll be interesting to see if the PIB now start to push forward on their flanks now that the BR1 has taken a little bit of the attention of the Partisan defenders. More shots going out here. Was over here, sorry. As it was Crips firing out the back window towards Resistal as he pushed around. We've got the Drew and his squadron over here. They're putting pressure, I think, on Bob Spencer and Hageman. Slow and steady wins the race. As Sonny's script taking it a little bit too slow, he gets absolutely demolished by Ada Wong. And another headshot there. Wasn't actually shot. It sounded like a German. Yeah, Weenie, he gets taken down. Hedgeman also taken down opposite. So there has been casualties exchanged on both sides. And the German defenders are starting to lose as the PIB push closer and closer now. Look, now the tension has been taken by the BR1. The PIB able to push all the way up towards the train track now. And the German defenders looking very stretched here as they're trying to defend on every single approach. Good steady tactics and a huge grenade there, however, from the German defenders. Wipe out half the squad as the BR1 suffering lots of casualties there. The Partisans being bottled and pushed back and back. It's not looking too good for them. Outnumbered severely right now. Oof, grenade. Where was that MG? There he is. Shot straight down the... That's a great place for the MG, just on the corner here. Able to watch straight down the high street, anyone crossing, and he just got one kill. A Rusty Broom was the one who went down. And we've got a smoke barrage coming in now from the PIB. Big smoke barrage coming in as they start to get into position to push across the railway track. Partisans' numbers are a little bit thin at this point, and the rest of the German defenders to hold out every single angle here. Emrock, Joey, and Crip still holding their position well on the corner. And it's Marius. Dutch troop. Damien and Rabin, the first ones to push in. MP40 puts a little bit of pressure down there, but the distance, the MP40, hard to hit its shots. Cry Wolf jumping over the bullets there of Raiden. And the point has been taken. The admins have called it, and I mean, you got to say, the German defenders are pretty much overwhelmed at this point and outnumbered. It would be a gradual, slow grind out. The first objective has been taken by PIB and the Allies. Crywolf under fire there. Oh, a headshot that takes out Dutch troop. 56 minutes to go now for the final objective, which are the 3 bridges. Can the Allies move out and secure the 3 bridges, or will the Axis defenders be able to hold the 3 bridges, granting them further reinforcements in future objectives and missions and events and all that stuff? You know what I mean.
Bist du im Oberstockwerk oder im ersten? Im oberen. Ist einer reingekommen? Ich hab ihn. Oh, wunderschön. Da kommen noch mehr, da kommen noch mehr. Ja.
I can't believe that, man.
Ich geh um die Ecke, ich geh um die Ecke, ich geh um die Ecke.
I can't believe that. Antwerp being saved by the bricks in the wall there as PIB push even further south in towards the train station, and BR1 are also pushing in deeper and deeper. Joey's gone down on the corner, the first one to go down for that 3-man squad there. The BR1 are trying to clear out Chiro and Atri. Atri gets another kill there as they just walk up the stairs one by one. PIB did suffer a lot of casualties though, as they did as they fought to take the train station. Either one goes down. Only Bob, Spencer, Chiro, and Lars are left alive now on the objective, and Crip is out on the other flank. Emrock as well. Let's see what goes on here. As Cave and Nebra are looking for them. Pistol from Nebra takes Emrock. Crip, the only one alive. He's putting shots down range. He's actually got 2 shots down the alleyway there.
Check. Joey auch tot?
I wonder if you can jump up this bit of brick wall here and shoot through this little gap here. That'd be a big brain play. As we can hear, I think more reinforcements for the Allies are on the way now. As we do move on to the second objective, which is for the Allies to secure the 3 bridges. And obviously the Germans have to defend the 3 bridges. The Germans have got the ability to do a counter-attack though, and that's what they're doing. You can see reinforcements coming out. They're trying to do a counter-attack on the Allies. Inflict as many casualties as they can. And Crip goes down there as Nebra was holding the angle with his little pistol. And here comes the reinforcements for the Allies as well. Look at that, man. Look at all those planes. I know you can probably barely see them on YouTube and on Twitch, but goddamn. I don't know if I can get up there in time. I'm trying. They're so fast. I can't get up in time. I'm trying. And there go the reinforcements for the Allies. The BR1 dropping in again, and a couple of PIB members. Oh, my Amazon delivery has been dispatched. Thanks, Amazon. Appreciate that. Much love. Thank you. Is Chiro still alive here? Yes. He's got such a good angle as well. The only way to really clear him out here is you need to get a grenade. Oh. I didn't see where it went. Oh, there it is. I saw it just behind. Oh, damn. That is a... Ugh. Bob Spencer, he goes down there, sprayed down by a Thompson. He did take Jim with him. So 193rd have thrown a few reinforcements forward to try counterattack, like we said. Inflict any casualties they can on the Allies while they was at the train station.
We got enemies here northwest.
Guten Tag, my friend.
Yeah, we heard him shooting off there.
Inside this building here.
Ooh, that MG just positioned right down the street there. It's actually a good position. Anyone who runs down on this street now, Maxson can just cut off their legs with that buzzsaw. Hear a lot of shots going on in the distance as the paratroopers are meeting a squadron of German defenders. Let's just head over here as quick as we can. It's the 5th GB. A PIB member. Right in the heart of where the paratroopers dropped in the countryside. I wish there was like a night vision mode in admin cam where I could like turn on night vision.
Can't remember where the fob or where the MSP was. It was around.
It's just down this road.
Hang on. They don't sound very German to me.
Okay, well, Mac, you'll set up here with the MG. Aragon, get over here.
I knew his name was Aragon.
To the south there.
They're about to cross this road, I think. So we'll wait. We'll wait to see what they do down.
Yeah, here they come. Here's Major. Oh.
And this time you'll kill them.
Yeah, because there was all us. We had friendlies in the area as well, so I don't know if it was an American or friendly.
There he is. There he is.
Hey.
Left side of the road.
Left side. Left.
And there he goes.
Stone walls, left side. I got
Major. First victim there, Thompson. Look at the bullets just splashing along the wall there. Maxine put himself in a good position to hold down the road. His position is known now, though. He does get a second. Jim running straight down the road. Jim, what are you doing? Stay off the road. Although all it takes is one good rifleman positioned further back, a little bit in the shadows and the darkness, or one grenade with a good arm down the street, and Maxon won't be having a good time. We've already seen some of the allies have really good throwing arms. As the 5th GEB over here found one of the paratrooper drops. They've taken most of them out.
Watch out, those enemies right.
Look how close they are. This is how dark it is. I'm not surprised they can't see each other.
I'm in frag.
We're pushing. Yes, hide
Hold on.
always stay behind.
Okay.
We're clearing the bush line now.
Come kill some.
Thompson on
Eric here on an absolute roll as Fox goes down.
Both MG and assistant are down.
There goes a grenade. I'm not quite sure where it landed. A little bit too dark to see. Oh. Emmerich decided he's going to lay on it.
Keep your head down.
So that is one paratrooper squadron completely wiped out there. Although casualties was sustained during the counterattack from 5th GB. Now it's down to the 193rd, who have been doing a good job holding down this road. You can see the casualties have been adding up. Nibra also goes down, and Lays also went down at some point. So the 193rd over here, with Maxon on the road and his squad members nearby, have been getting the kills gradually. Oh, Adams knows it's probably not good to peek that window again.
I hear him right side. They're in the building. I hear him stepping on wood. They're inside this building. They're inside this building still. Watch yourselves.
Go
I hear
around
him
back,
moving
go
around.
around back.
Copy.
All right. I can't see through this window. It's too dark for.
Same.
I'm in the backyard.
I wonder if it's darker for the players then, because I can see it's not that bad for me. I wonder if in the admin cam it's actually I'm brighter, because I can see, and if there's trip what?
All right. Keep watching that back. I'm gonna set this flare off.
Oh my god, okay. Can you see through the window now?
Are you guys going in?
We'll throw a nade into those.
'Cause I can't.
No, not yet. We're not going.
Oh, Fortin threw his grenade and it bounced straight back off the window. Kirk almost get taken out by friendly fire there.
Nice one, Reed.
Coming in the back, coming in the
Grant gets a trade with Adams coming out the back door. Oh my god, oh my god.
He's in the back, he's in the back.
Oh.
I got a bandage. I got fucking fragged by.
Hey, Fortin didn't mean to do it, man. He literally got killed mid-throw. Wasn't his fault. Poor guy. I love how he's just staring into darkness, and it's just a small room. I need to spawn in as a player later when the match is over, just to see how dark it is as a player. He's literally just looking in a room. It's like, yeah, no one there. Meanwhile, the admin, you can see the counterattack by the Germans had mostly failed. So now the Germans need to start falling back to defend those 3 bridges. The Allies can start picking up their wounded, moving into position to assault the 3 bridges. And yeah, we'll see how it goes from here. Again, it's a shame I can't hear from the players. I have to swap teams to hear, which is really annoying. I hear something. Also, yeah, the headlights work in this mod, if you hadn't noticed. I wonder if we'll ever get the headlights on tanks. That'd be cool, because they do it. I mean, it's right here, right? This is meant to be a headlight. Can you imagine a headlight on a P4 rolling down the road in darkness? That'd be pretty cool. He's going to go right into a headshot. Oh, no, he sees it. He sees it. I wonder how hard it is to drive at nighttime then for the drivers of a tank If the players are having this much of a hard time seeing, can you imagine driving a tank? It's so beautiful, though. Give tanks headlights, and this would be absolutely amazing. I've just noticed the P4 turret isn't centered. I did not know that. I didn't know the Panzer IV turret wasn't centered to the tank. I had no idea. Hey, look, you learn. Postscriptum has taught me a lot about, like, World War II stuff. Meanwhile, we've got the 193rd and the 5th GEB, who originally took out those paratrooper squadrons. They're under a lot of pressure here. They're being cut off by a BR-1 paratrooper squad. You can just see the fields littered with bodies right now. As the Americans have got themselves in a very nice little trench line here. Thick vegetation as well to make it hard for their German counterparts to see anything. The hard cover of the trench line also perfect for them. They're just putting shots down range easily. Cutting off the retreating German forces. Limiting any reinforcements for them to get onto the next camp. Who's this over here in the field, though? That's a big grenade. Oh, it just fell out of the trench. Does he have a second one? If Kirk could get into a trench right now, in the darkness, and just look up it, what good does he? He has an MP40. He's got the perfect gun for this. He could just get in the trench and just go. And then boom, problem solved. Meanwhile, however, he might not get the opportunity as the BL-1 are going in the same direction as 5th GB, and they meet in the marshland. Shots being fired, blind fire through all the bushes here, as both squadrons run on each other completely by coincidence. Fuchs gets a headshot there by Rusty Broom. Great shot from him. Grenade takes out Brew, though. And now we're down to 3. Hydro, Haig, and Fritz.
I think this just got smoked.
Are you alive?
He kept running. He was just nothing but an open field and a hedgerow in front of us.
And the American paratroopers moving in now. One stray shot forces, and you can see them ducking down immediately as that rifle shot went straight over their heads. Again, incredibly hard for them to see anything, especially out here where there's no streetlights. Oh, game lag there. All you can really see is the muzzle fire, and a big grenade goes down there. Frank goes down. Anvil almost went down as well. In fact, Anvil might go down here if he doesn't tend to himself very quickly. Anvil, yep, he goes down. The shrapnel from that grenade a little bit too much.
Enemies in front of us. We cannot retreat to our next position because of that. We don't have any other way around.
You probably can't see in the darkness, but we've got another air troop coming in. You can just see the red there as the paratroopers in the planes are ready to jump. Kirk somehow managed to get all the way through. How did he get into this position? They do actually have the BR-1 flanked. If Kirk can get in here... no. Never mind.
But I wonder if Fuchs or anybody else is alive, or are they all dead because of the nades? I think they're all
I
dead.
turned around.
I got one.
Oh shit, good job.
Sonny, please tell me you heard that. Your friend literally lost his head next to you. Oh my god, it's so dark. Oh my god. Oh.
Dude, there was one right there.
You got him?
One down. Yeah, he's dead. Right in front of me.
Because suddenly he just
Friendly
can't.
coming in. Friendlies.
Friendlies.
Let's keep moving.
He's gonna see them any second. He must see their silhouettes. No.
Where the sound of friendlies are.
Fuck. Right.
Just keep moving. Move to the down person, or move to some cover so I can bandage you.
It scared me then. Well, you're gonna need a little bit more than a bandage now. As the this BR1 squadron for the Allies, who initially had great success, have been slowly whittled down by the darkness, really being their greatest foe here. They have managed to clear out most of the Germans now. Only Haig. Anyone alive? Nope.
Am I all alone?
Oh, so sad. You are all alone. In the darkness. Surrounded. By blind people. I believe, though. Oh, no. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
I was
this
just going to.
Oh my god. All right, so we're gonna have. It's gonna be a little bit of a pause now, basically, as we get ready for the next stage. Both teams are gonna have to move into position now. And it's gonna. I can tell it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while. The final objectives will be the 3 bridges on the outskirts of Carentan. The Allies have to take these bridges to make sure no future reinforcements can arrive from the German side. Meanwhile, the Germans, obviously, they have to defend the bridges and make sure the Allies don't take them. I know this is probably going to take a while for the teams to get into position and move on these objectives, so there might be a little time skip here, YouTube, where we skip to some action. We'll see how it goes. To the people watching on Twitch, I hope you can see it clearly. I think you can. I think on Twitch, I'm just going to look at Twitch. Yeah, on Twitch, you can see it pretty well on Twitch. It's not, obviously, it's not ideal, but you can see what's going on Twitch. I think on YouTube, you'll probably not be able to tell what the hell is going on. And I need to spawn in as an actual player later to see how dark it is for the actual people playing, because I'm probably getting brightness boosts from being in the admin cam. So I will spawn in as a player later just to see how dark it is, because I'm at this point I'm curious. We have people literally looking into empty rooms, thinking there's people there. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. God, the lack of ambience noise though is kind of like it puts me off. Let me move next to these guys as they talk, so we can actually have some audio in the background, because I'm not going to be talking for like. There we go. That's perfect audio. Perfect background audio. A Panzer IV. Ah, yes. This is my kind of ASMR. The roar of a Porsche V12 diesel engine. Perfect. Actually, is it a? Let me look this up. Panzer IV. Let me. For all my tank nerds and history nerds, so I don't upset them. Let's figure out what kind of engine they were using. Engine. Where is it? If I can spell engine. Oh my god, there's 21 references to engine. Just find me what they're using. And almost all engines where can be contributed to dust. Okay.
Calm before the storm.
2 oil engines. Wait, what? He had 2 engines. The engine was a Maybank HL120 TR 12-cylinder petrol engine. Yeah, I was almost right.
193. ist komplett tot. 5. Gebirgsradio meldet sich nicht.
Damn.
Dann sind die wahrscheinlich auch
Capable of
abgekämpft.
296 horsepower.
Bei der 193. wusste ich es aber von der 5.
Okay.
Ja, aber da
Could
dürfen wir
travel at
nicht fahren, weil das
38
ist
to
doch unfair.
42
Das ist
kilometers
doch
an
echt
hour.
scheiße.
Ja, das ist saudoof.
Damn.
Ja, das interessiert mich nicht mehr dann schon langsam.
Damn.
Das Event wird immer besser und besser.
Ach,
Ja, das wird scheiße.
scheiße. Yeah, they need. I hope the modders for the Postscriptum Realism mod can somehow figure out how to do like the headlights for the tanks as well. That'd be awesome. Because this is meant to be a headlight, right? I'm pretty sure this is meant to be like a frontal headlight, spotlight. I know tanks aren't really meant to operate in nighttime for obvious reason, but still. What do you see? Tell me, Legolas. What do you see? Let's head over to the north and see what's happening on the north side of things. Ah, yes, more German. I fully understand what is happening right now. Who's moving? He just run into a bush and got lost.
Wahrscheinlich.
Also ich habe vorhin Yazoo auf dem Server gesehen.
You said my name again, Yazoo. What are they saying? Every time it sounds like whenever there's a German word that I swear every time they say it sounds like Yazoo. And only the Germans say it. They've got a word that sounds like Yazoo and it gets me every time. It's going to be interesting to see how the Allies deal with a Panzer IV. Because I don't know what kind of anti-tank capabilities they have tonight. They definitely don't have any tanks themselves, from what I understand. So this is going to have to be infantry-based. Probably Pioneers or AT. And the loudness of the engine is obviously going to give away its position on the battlefield, and it's going to make the Allies know. Man, I love the tank update. Look at the tracks. The tracks look so cool. Just the high res. I hopefully in time the rest of the game gets complete high res models as well, especially the player models. Can you see down the barrel? No. It looks fine. Thanks for that. Appreciate that. So it's firing straight down the street, and it looks like it's actually doing some damage. I'm gonna have to get all the way there, but it has done a little bit of splash damage on the Allied position, firing all the way down the railway track. Ooh, what a shot from the gunner. It must have seen the headlights on the half track, because the half track is now in ruins, and all the infantrymen that were near it, they've bailed out and they almost went down. 30 minutes left in the event, but the PIB members got very lucky there. I'm gonna guess it was the headlights of the half track that gave away its position, and just look how far that Panzer IV is firing. That is 6, about 800 meters straight down the railway track. And now, look at that. Again, the updated models and graphic details are so nice. Like the fire pluming out, especially in the darkness. That's cool. That's cool. I like that. But holy damn, what a shot there from the gunner. Who is the gunner in the tank? We need to find out now. Because that was some incredible shots right there. They almost took out a whole squad of infantry as well. You saw all the wounded there. They're being bandaged up now, but damn. And again, it was probably the headlights on the half track that gave it away. It was easy.
11:40. 40. Left of the tree. Go to wait, just left of the tree in front of us.
Give me a shot, same range, more left. Be another 5 minutes left. 5 more minutes left. Shot there. Shoot there, same range you've been firing at. Okay, 50 meters further, 5 minutes left.
They're actually using proper callouts.
Oh, I just got blasted off the tank with that. That looked good. One more there. The half-track is dead at, again. Where the half-track's burning wreck is, past it, actually to the right of the half-track, like 2 minutes and 50 meters past the half-track.
Okay.
So let's just all watch this. This is good, man.
Squad.
Squad, full squad.
I just want to watch the tank.
You just killed 2 people, I think.
No way.
Five minutes right.
I love the trace of the shot as well in the night. It looks so cool. I put a YouTube video when we saw the flak, the 222 flak for the first time in the darkness with the new update. And it looks absolutely phenomenal. So the Allies do have tanks themselves. They do have a Sherman entering the fray. Sherman against a P4 isn't going to be a fun fight for the Sherman. I will say that now. Front on, the P4 will win every time on the front. Well, depending on the gunner. But you would bank your money on the P4 winning a frontal engagement with a Sherman. Sherman can take out the P4 easily. In the right position. The Sherman definitely isn't useless in this matchup. But it's going to be money on the P4. Especially the P4 in a defensive position. If the Sherman can figure out the street. Sherman's having a little bit of a hard time. So we'll have to see how the Sherman enters this battle. There's less than 30 minutes left now, so the Allies do need to start moving quickly because less than 30 minutes, and that was about 5 minutes ago. So I'm going to guess it's anywhere between 20 and 25 minutes left now for them to actually secure their objective here. The P4 has also moved away. It's got back into cover now. But we've got a half track on the board as well. Hello. Who said hello? Hello. Hello. Buenos dias, por favor. Where would you place this P4 though? I think it's a good spot on the bridge here because it does give it a little bit of high rise. It can look across into the hedge lines next to it. I think putting it on the southernmost bridge probably is the best thing because it does give it itself like a little bit of a high rise. Just put it in itself in an exposed position. You could maybe put it just a little bit to the left of the bridge here, like here, maybe. So it's more shielded on the right by the bridge. And it's got a little bit more camouflage with the bushes around it. Doesn't silhouette so much. But let's hope the Allies move it and hurry up. I want to turn my studio light off because it's hurting me. It's hurting my head. And I'm thirsty. I want to get a drink.
The infantry split. Half of them went left, half of them went right. We probably killed at least 4 of them. They were completely split off this track unit now, so I don't know where they're going to attack you. But they're very scared of this approach now, so they'll probably try and flank.
Understood. Will you orient your MG to cover the right side, and I'll move my section and the MG on the left side?
I have. You're gonna love this. We've got Bow MG watching this bridge and the main gun watching the right one. We're covering.
He's a good position.
If
So,
any,
Fuchs,
do not, let me know if you guys send anybody on that side of the river, because I have ordered both my gunners to shoot movement once they see anybody crossing these bridges.
Solid copy, Vitman. Thank you. Good job. Cry Wolf with you.
so you have a kitten. You have a cup. Do you know where?
Say again.
You have a half track.
Halbkette? Yeah, ich weiß
Ja,
nicht, was
ja.
ist.
Come on, I bring you.
Okay, well, that's good intel about the tank. So it's got the bow gun, what was it? The hull gun, the bow gun watching one bridge, while the main cannon, the turret, watches another. Naboo, 1976. Thank you for the follow. You're gonna get that in 5 minutes. Welcome. And you're welcome for the kiss. That's an extra bonus one.
Is a flashlight?
Those are it's a city on 20. Yeah, 20.
Yeah, street lighting.
We've got a Waffen fragate, whatever the fuck. A heavy machine gun is watching down the main bridge, and then the main cannon is watching the right.
No, I don't know.
Yes, Hydra, man from my own heart. We have a Cooper, a Cooper. We got a car. Like, fuck the name. Say what it is. We got the Gwow, the Ground, the Ground. We got a rifleman. Wunderbar.
Tot, nichts.
Ja. Ja, im Süden haben sie anscheinend einen ganzen Hafen.
Oh, we've actually got a second half track as well for the German defenders here. And I just love the attention to detail with like adding the camouflage onto the half track. I hope we get gear systems for the rest of the vehicles. I know when I asked Snazzy it during the interview, they said they've got no plans for that right now, but I honestly think adding gears to the rest of the vehicles would be absolutely amazing. I really do think adding the gear system to the rest of the vehicles, the transport vehicles, the lodgy trucks, the MSPs, yeah, it's going to make a player difficulty more because people are going to have to learn to drive to a greater degree. But it just adds more. It just makes it more fun. Like, driving a tank now, yeah, it can be frustrating sometimes instead of just holding down W. It's definitely a lot harder and a lot more skill-based. But it's just cool as well. No other FPS game does that. No other FPS game, Hell Let Loose does it a little bit, but not to the degree of what this does. You don't even do that in Squad. All you do in Squad is just hold down W. Okay, even in Armor, I don't think you do that in Armor. Oh no, Armor does have some... I think it depends on the Armor, right? Armor, some vehicles you have gears, but again, it's like incredibly basic.
I'm in.
West bridge is covered.
Passenger breach is covered.
Hold on, I think I have to move this a little bit.
Oh shit, I'm in the driver's seat.
Yes,
we're focusing southwest, so if you're still covering the bridge itself and that road where the half track is, that'd be great.
Yeah, the extent of my coverage, folks. You see what part of the bridge you can see from that's my coverage of these two bridges. So we're gonna be only engaging them when they cross, basically. Like that's the extent of what we. If you see a large element, we can reposition.
Did my job for me. He's doing all the commentary, man. I just sit here and talk to this guy. Like, he's doing all the commentary. He's giving a good breakdown. But look at this for the Allies. Again, the darkness. No one really watching, aside from the main gun of the tank, no one really watching a central bridge here. And the Allies for the BR1 have pushed forward. 20 minutes to go. I knew it was close to 20 minutes. So basically, it's do or die for the Allies at this point. They do need to have some great success here, or else by the time they can mobilize another attack, they'll be really pushing it then. But the BR1 have made their approach to the bridge on the western side of the river. And a big shot there from the tank goes down. So the tank making itself known once again to the Allies here. Fucking God, it's the Allied tank shooting and just gave me a fucking heart attack, man. Are you kidding me? Holy shit, that scared the crap out of me. The Sherman doing some long-range fire support. Again, how far is this Sherman? The Sherman's a good... I don't see it on the map for some reason, it's bugged, but that's a good 500 meters out. And the machine gun fire has begun. The suppressive fire, you can see all the BL-1 and the Allied infantry putting their heads down, proning down, crouching behind the hard cover as MG42s fire through the darkness, through the bushes, through the tree lines. Not much the infantry can do against these MGs that are hidden and shielded by the darkness at this point. See them just putting their heads down. It's really... I think it's the Sherman. The Sherman will have to roll forward and blast some shots in to deal with these MGs. I think it'll be really up to the Sherman to help the infantry do pushes today, because the Allied infantry have a hard time seeing it. Allied infantry can't really see very well through the darkness. Is that a 30 cal? Yeah, we've got a Brown and 30 cal firing. It's firing along the river, but again, it doesn't have a great position. And there goes the Sherman. We just spoke about it. And just like that, the Sherman creeping forward a little bit. An incredible shot by it, taking down the hard track on the southern bridge. God damn, what a shot that was from the Sherman. Again, the Sherman has a big drop now. It's got a short barrel, so the fact that the crew of that Sherman can fire so accurately at that distance with a short barrel Sherman is credit to their skill. So good job from the Sherman crew there, taking out one of the hard tracks, and that MG now has gone silent. It will allow for the infantry to push forward a little bit, maybe. Not only that, but the light from the half track is going to illuminate any of the German troops around it. So obviously the light is going to play against the defenders there now. As you can see just the bushes nearby, they get lit up, so it's going to be easy to spot any German defenders near the half track. Got the Panzer IV pushing forward now, though. And the Sherman also pushing forward. You can see them both on screen. Hopefully, the Sherman... Oh, I'm hiding. My beret is in the way. But the Sherman's pushing up, trying to get on the bridge. The Sherman has to be careful, though. That Panzer IV is watching. And big shot there from the Panzer IV. Big shot return from the Sherman. We've got a frontal engagement going on. And I think that's it for the Sherman. One of the crewmen just died. And again, you wouldn't put your money on a frontal engagement from the Sherman. And the Sherman is going to go down. The Panzer IV just waited. Fire is spreading through the Sherman. The Sherman is stuck on the bridge. Can Mike Bluestar save it? I don't think he is. Will Brando is trying to get the Sherman off the bridge, but it's a little bit too late. The engine is on fire. And I think that's going to be the end of the Sherman here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll wait for it to go boom, boom, boom. Will Brando's got his extinguisher out. He's trying to save it. He's doing his best. Thornton there from the 193rd. He just got hit by a grenadier blast, I believe, or a grenade. That Panzer IV just waiting, and there goes Will Brando. Will Brando was doing his best to try to save his Sherman. But again, I think the crew, the infantry forgot. Now, when tanks explode, they blow up everyone around it. So Livingston and Ark and Brent, they were all stood next to the Sherman. When tanks explode now, they kill the infantry near them. You can't sit near a tank when it's about to explode. And Livingston and Ark both went down. This is what the one life guys are going to have to adjust for now. Now that we've got the armor overhaul, gameplay is completely different, even in these one life events. And the Panzer IV here getting another 2 kills as Jim and Anvil both go down. The Allies under a lot of pressure here, but the Allies still have strength in numbers. You can see the German defenders maybe slightly outnumbered infantry-wise, but it's all down to that Panzer IV. That Panzer IV is doing such an incredible job. 15 minutes to go. The Allies under a lot of pressure now. They still have a lot of infantry. They've made a good push on the south bridge. They could actually maybe push the south bridge as the Panzer IV taking up the center of bridge. Both the hull gun and coaxial gun firing away, clearing out the central attack here from the Allies. See Cave, Anvil, Jim, and Weenie all down. Resistal is the only one alive at the moment. But there is a big concentration of Allied troops in the south. Can they maybe push across the river on the southernmost side, claim the south bridge, and maybe flank around the infantry? Mike Bluestar, the only surviving member of the Sherman tank crew. Not anymore. Not anymore. As there's a big push in the northernmost bridge at PIB, and a mix of BR1 infantry are trying to push across. Grenades being exchanged on both sides. Smoke screen has gone out. Couple of casualties exchanging on both sides. As BR1 are starting to make a push across the southern bridge. The Panzer IV turning its gun to look north. Try and support the infantry on the north side. The southernmost bridge completely open right now. If Sonny Scripts keeps going, he might be able to infiltrate behind here. He also wants to get off the bridge before the tank... Yeah. Before the tank decides to look in his direction. And a big shot there from the Panzer IV, yet again causing damage to the infantry. I think that might seal the deal here. That Panzer IV is just going to be so hard for the Allies to deal with, unless they have a AT or a Pioneer or a Sapper. I just heard a bazooka, I believe. Yeah, there was a bazooka that just fired, but it missed the mark. You can see the northern infantry from PIB and BR1. A second bazooka. Bazooka does hit, or did it miss and hit the bridge behind? Nevertheless, the AT, Bopak, and his infantryman next to him, Raiden, have both gone down now. And the Panzer IV 6 unscathed pretty much, and able to continue its punishment on the Allied attackers here. Smoke's going out again from the Allied infantry here. Red smoke, so there's still a squad leader or a commander alive in this section. Drummer, he's just trying to rush across. MG5 firing at him. Can he make it across? Almost made it across the furthest one so far. His toes touching the other side. But it just wasn't enough. We've got more reinforcements coming in for the Allies. Brown machine gun trying to suppress as anything he can, just firing through the darkness into the bushes and the trees. Panzer IV continuously changing its turret, looking north and south, trying to fight on the center here to help his infantry. Reinforcements coming in for the Allies. And the Allies are certainly going to need them, as the defenders have done an incredible job here. This is looking pretty good for the... I can't see if there's another tank coming forward for the Allies, because the tank was bugged. That might be a tank over there, maybe, or is that... That might be paratroopers. That might have been just paratroopers that got drifted off course. Yeah, it was. I don't know why the tank... It must be a post-scriptum realism mod bug, but I couldn't see the tank originally on the map. Mike Bluestar, unfortunately, him, Bopak, and Raiden wasn't able to make it down from their drop. So a couple of the reinforcements already ceased there. And I don't see how the Allies are going to be able to push the objective with this Panzer IV. The Sherman got a little bit too brave taking on the Panzer IV in a straight fight, I feel. And it's only Kermit now. Is Kermit the only one? Kermit and a Rusty Broom in the south, they're the only ones. Hey, Kermit, you might be able to make it. Just be stealthy. Maybe don't run across the bridge. Maybe go underneath it. Like a little bit, I don't know. less visible. As the northernmost bridge now is the one coming up under most pressure. A couple of MGs firing out from the Germans. A couple of riflemen firing back from the Allies. 10 minutes left. MG42, a great shot there from Joey as Damien goes down from that MG42. And with 10 minutes left, I don't see how the Allies will be able to pull this off with what they have remaining. 7. Oh, 7 minutes left. Thank you for turning off the tank engine. Appreciate that. Come on, Rusty Broom. You can make it. Just run. It's not that deep. You guys can make it. I believe. I believe. Just go. 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 He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. Go on, Rusty. Go on. What was that? Oh, it was the ship. I was wondering, like, what vehicle exploded then? It's the ship when a tank, when its destroyed body finally despawns, it does a little mini explosion at the end. Point 2C is captured, so the admins are saying the Allies have taken the southernmost bridge, but I don't think that will matter much if they can't deal with the rest. Big shot from that Panzer IV yet again. A flare has been thrown. Cave gets hit by a grenade there. Unsure if that's a friendly or his own. A friendly or a enemy. And we do have another paratrooper wave coming in. So we've got a couple more reinforcements on their way. You can see all the planes. There's a lot of planes tonight. A lot of planes tonight. Who's that? The hell? Is that must be part of, that must be someone who's actually died in the match. I don't think I've ever seen that before. That can't be part of the scenery. That can't be part of the map. So this is really the last moment now for the Allies. The last attack they'll be able to muster. You can see the majority of the infantry defenders for the Germans at this point are on the northernmost bridge. You got the tank and a couple of infantry defending the middle bridge. Big last final wave of Allies are coming in, but will they make it in time? Will they make it in time? Time is limited. They've got less than 9 minutes at this point. I'd say they're probably down to like 5-6 minutes. Did they die in the south? We missed it. Was it the Panzer IV? Oh no, they moved up to the middle bridge. Rusty Broom and Kermit, they made it to the middle bridge. Hey, no one's watching the middle. You might be able to, you know, just quickly YOLO. A quick YOLO. There's that MG42 firing across the northernmost bridge once again.
Nebel an der Brücke. Nebel an der Brücke.
Great shots there from Bob Spencer taking down Jim. As Jim was moving up towards the bridge. It looks like the German defenders on the central bridge, they're deciding to give it up and they're going to move further north. It looks like they're banking just to defend the final northern bridge. Which means a Rusty Broom, Kermit, and Marinus, not only did they take the south bridge, they might be able to now secure the central bridge. 5 minutes to go. Just risk it, boys. Just risk it. Just go. Go on, Morris. Be brave. But it looks like the German defenders now, they're just concentrating what they have left. Limited with the number of infantry defenders and also that tank. Looking like they're going to consolidate and just hold the northern bridge. And just weather the final wave with 5 minutes left. A rusty broom ran back to the south, rushing across the south bridge, realizing it's completely open now, maybe. He can start doing his little infiltration on the eastern side of the river. Maybe push further north and just cause absolute devastation. Good shots there. Gorbatch goes down. He gets shot from across the river. The Partisans moving further north. They're trying to counterattack a push coming in. And we just had an explosion go out. It sounds like a bazooka fired, maybe. Not quite sure what the bazooka hit. But you got also the Panzer IV now reuniting with the North. Power Track and Panzer IV doing suppressive fire across the river. And the Partisans doing their best to hold back this flank that has come across on the northeastern side. Panzer IV pushing forward, and this is going to be a second bazooka just missing there. I think this might be the finale for the Allies. If they can't deal with this Panzer IV, I really don't see how they'll be able to take the bridge. Point 2 has been captured. A rusty broom, yet again, capturing the bridges on his own. The Allies are holding on. Here he goes. Here goes a rusty broom. Will they be team killed? Or will they be able to deal a little bit of devastation towards the defenders here? Defenders being flanked on the north and south sides now. Do the Allies have do they have the strength left? Kryp gets taken out there. The tank gets hit by a bazooka. Its track. There's a little bit of damage. Yeah, its track, its right track has been disabled. And the harsh track there trying to cover the Panzer IV. The Panzer IV needs to be careful with its right track disabled. They just want to spin off the road and get stuck in a bank. Bob spends a rusty broom. What a heroic man. Capture 2 bridges with Marius. Unfortunately, his life comes to an end. The Panzer IV actually wiggling its way back onto the road. Its track completely disabled, so it cannot move at this point. All they can do is spin in a circle, basically. And I think the Allies are running out of whatever strength they had. The northern flank has been cut out. The Partisans did a good job holding back the northern flank. The southern flank is still open. But also the center of the bridge itself, that Panzer IV is just a roadblock at this point. I don't think the Allies are going to have what they need to deal with this. They can maybe overwhelm the infantry. Just wait for the tank to run out of ammo. I mean, hey, that's one thing they can do, right? Kermit getting tagged down. He was trying to. What the?
11:30. Hit that hedgerow.
Sounds like a Company of Heroes guy. And there it is. The admins call it. The last bridge is going to be held by the Germans. So the Germans are going to get reinforcements in the next One Life Battle for Carentan event. Let's have a look at the kills quickly. 69 to 69 for the Axis, with 99 wounds and 12 revives. Over on the Allies, 50 kills to 90 deaths, 61 wounds, 17 revives. I'll quickly go down so you can see who's got the most kills. Obviously, it's going to be the tank at the end of the day for the Axis. There's the kills. You could pause the game if you want to see them. And there it is for the Allies as well. Oh, that was a good match. It was a long one. It was a long one, but it was good. If you just watched this on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed. And as always, please do remember to like and subscribe to the channel. And yeah, be sure to check out the other One Life and other casts that I do on this channel. And YouTube audience, I'll see you next time. And a big thank you to last month's Twitch subscribers: Willdale303, Yeetus McFeeta 69420 MLG, Yusus, Epics True, Just Press _, Hinkle _, Blomhauser, Coeyboy013, Lazy Titanium 145, Skyros, IR9 _ Lysander, Liberated, Mutlurk, Case25, Kaiser NG, Jabes MX, Merpinator, The CJ Reed, Callum Derp, Morning Calf, Tom the Milkman, Unheroic Isaac, Luna the Gamer Fox, Sash363VD, Bored Out of My Head, Call Me Davro, Bro Lifer, and It's Carl's Design.